Yo guys, welcome back to a new podcast episode. Today we have a special guest with us. We got a Tottenham fan for today's episode. So without further ado, introduce yourself there for us.
I'm Nadir. I'm 19 years old. Started supporting Tottenham when I was grade 6, about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's not serious.
About 8. And yeah, 8 years ago. And yeah, I live in Mitchell's playing. Now I'm a loyal Tottenham supporter. And one day we're gonna win the league.
Okay, so you already said when you started supporting Tottenham. What's your earliest memory of supporting Tottenham? Like an early memory.
Winning United 6-1. On their home.
Okay.
That's how patient I remember.
Okay, so I'm gonna go a bit to the back, a small little to the back, 2019, against Ajax. You know that famous comeback to get to the final. How did you feel after that? Lucas Moura had
I was
goal.
crying, bro. But it was sad, I didn't believe miracles happen. I didn't believe God is watching over us, and He sent us to the Champions League final to lose, bro.
Okay.
I don't know how, bro, but
But he's made it to the final. That was one of the best games I've seen.
bro, one of the best in the Champions League. Better in the final, bro.
It was better than the final. Then the final obviously came, and then before the game properly started, penalty, the game is basically over. How did you feel after that?
They did the robbers, bro. They did pay the refs, and I won't forgive Liverpool, bro. Yeah, I'm see Liverpool, that's joking. Nah, bro, that game was rigged. It was rigged, bro.
So how's it been as a Tottenham fan? When it comes to just like winning trophies and stuff, you haven't had the best of luck. So in that sense, how does it feel to be a Tottenham fan? Because to be a Tottenham fan, you must have a real, you must be strong.
Yeah, you must be mentally strong, bro. Because disappointments, it's guaranteed. Not like you're gonna win 3 games in a row. You must. Like they called us green light, the red light, like Squid Games. We win one, we lose one. That was like us, bro. So like you can't expect 3 games in a row to win. Yo, bro. Cut it out, man. Yeah, bro. But yeah, man. It's just tough being a person, but I'm loyal, you see, because United, they are pop team, bro. They are history team. City, they are team now. Liverpool, they want to keep them like a... Nah, bro.
So I'm gonna start with Pochettino's reign. Like, what do you make of that reign that he had at Tottenham? Because at this moment in time, he's arguably one of your better managers, one of your best managers. How do you sum up his time at the club?
Yeah, bro. The ending was sad, no? But that one, he really did a lot for us, bro. Like with Kane and Son especially, that man, it started, bro, the combination.
He took us to the final also.
He took us to the final, bro. We were top 4 the whole time with that man. Bro, that was almost like... bro, I don't know, but we just don't credit man because we went to Chelsea, bro. That man is our...
But you can't blame him for what he did. For doing that. He wanted to come back to the Prem. Chelsea was the only team that wanted him. What was he supposed to do? Say no because he was out of a job. He was out of a job. he needed money. He needed to look after his family. But after that,
the money is not too good by Chelsea, man. I know he's a quiet manager. It's just it didn't work out for us.
At the end.
Yeah, but it just didn't. It wasn't meant to be. Even though we would have wanted it that way. Yeah, bro. We hate him now.
So once he left, things started going a bit downhill, changing managers often. Lot of not making Champions League, Europa League, even losing to unknown teams in the Conference League. Like, how was it? Like, first it was Mourinho. Who was after Pochettino?
I think Nuno.
Was it Nuno and then Mourinho, then Conte?
No, wasn't it Mourinho then Nuno? I think it was Nuno, yeah. And it was Mourinho, then Nuno, then Conte.
How can you, that period of time, like, can you explain it to us, like, what was going on?
Yeah, bro, I was excited for Nuno because we were top of the league for our first few games. And then
things went
the man just isn't a good coach, bro. The man mustn't be coaching us. I don't know why we did hire that man, bro, but...
And then Mourinho, you thought to win trophies, bring in a born winner.
Yeah, bro.
How did you feel when that appointment was made?
I thought you're never gonna win, bro. Even now, bro, I don't think we're gonna win now. Even.
You brought Conte also in like a lot of things like to try and bring trophies, but it just wasn't happening. Like, what happened?
Our time is coming, bro. I hope to be alive, bro, in that time. But yeah, bro, Conte, that man, he's past his prime, bro. I think it wasn't our fault. I think it was Hetman's fault that he just worry of the money, bro, coming to us. So, yeah, bro. But Ange Postecoglou is that guy,
We'll
bro.
get there. Now you saw onto a new chapter. You know, it started well. Like, how did you feel when that appointment was made? You probably have not heard about him when they brought that man in. How did you feel when that appointment was made?
Yeah, bro. I didn't know what to think, bro. I thought first personally we're gonna go for Pochettino, and then Levy, that one is in his own world, bro. He's getting past the Postecoglou that no one is knowing of. I'm just saying the man is winning a treble, no?
By Celtic,
Celtic is winning a treble. Then I'm watching how his team play. He was quite like Celtic play quite. But, bro, I didn't expect anything big, bro. I thought there was another Nuno or someone, but yeah, bro, the man is making big changes.
Do you know of can you explain like the big changes that he made? Besides, we'll get to the Kane part. I won't mention the Kane part yet, but other big changes that he made, can you like?
We not, like, gameplay wise, we're not sitting back anymore. We're playing almost like a city. How we supposed
approach
to play.
The game,
yeah.
Approach it more aggressively.
And the mentality, when you can see the winning mentality, it's the only thing we were lacking, that and quality. So I'm happy with that one, bro. And even if you must lose now, though, I don't know when, bro. I trust that man's process. And I know he will win us trophies. FA Cup this season.
Do you think so?
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
I wanted to get this later on, but we have to speak about it now. 200 plus goals for the club. Harry Kane, he left. How did you feel? You can't blame him for leaving. You definitely can't blame him for leaving. But how did that make you? How did that make you feel?
Harry Kane.
Yeah, the Harry Kane situation. How did that make you feel?
My bro, the thing is, I didn't expect him to leave. Like, I didn't expect him to stay, but the thing is, for him to leave 3 days, I think 2-3 days before the season started, my bro, it made me quiet, my bro. And that's also why I trust Ange, my bro, because for what he can do without Kane, my bro, that you know at least 30 goals guaranteed. What he can do without that, he's making a defender score in that deal, my bro.
But you are still missing
with Kane would be winning the league, my bro.
You think so?
I definitely think so, my bro.
What do you make of Kane's start there at Bayern? You obviously haven't watched the games, but you saw.
I don't watch, but
you seen the clips of his goals, hat-tricks, halfway line goals, like.
Bro, I know we must that, my bro, but we can't hold on to that, man, because my bro, that is something of the past, and they didn't even give him a good farewell, my bro.
Obviously, it was 3 days. Everyone thought he was gonna stay. I thought that he was never going to leave. Because United wanted him for so long, City wanted him before they got Haaland, and they didn't get him. If he didn't go to City, I thought, then where would he? I never thought he would leave.
I think Bayern was the right club for him because they definitely gonna win trophies before us, definitely. So and that's what he lacked in his career, my bro, to make him put him up there. So I think he will win a trophy there, my bro, and that's good for him.
Do you think he will come back this Spurs?
Nah, my bro. The man is too old.
But would you take him back as Spurs if he's like his last ever season playing football, he still have 10-15 goals in him, would you take him back? Just for like a rotation player?
I wouldn't, my bro.
Why wouldn't you take him back?
I don't want him back, my bro, because if he come back now and we don't win a trophy with him, my bro, it's not gonna look nice. So I think it's better for him to go to a team that he will still win by C.
So see, everyone knows Alan Shearer's record. He's not far off that. He's not far off that. You still want to sign him. He have like 2 years left in the tank. He wants to come break that record. He goes to a rival. What do you think about him?
Yo, my bro.
What? You don't listen. You first don't want to take him. You don't want him, and then he decides to go to another team. What would you make of that?
Yo, my bro, I think I'll wait that, man, my bro.
But you can't blame him. He wants to break the record.
Nah,
it's not
bro.
about trophies. Say it's not about trophies. It's not about trophies. He just wants to break that record.
My bro, for the thing, for him to play against us, my bro. Dus I can't watch it, my bro. I can't.
God.
That is gonna be sad, my bro. That man must go against us. That's why. The thing is, now I'll take him back, like to break the record. That I will take him back for, but any other reason I won't, my bro. And I don't think that is on his mind now. I think trophies is on his mind. So maybe in the future, my bro, when the man decide he wanna come back for the record, he can come to us. The doors is open. But not when he's old, my bro. Then he's gonna just mess up our motion, my bro. We have motion now.
So Kane gone, couple of new signings, one big signing, two big signings, but we'll first start with the biggest one, James Maddison.
Yo.
Not gonna lie, I was shocked to see that signing, but I knew taking that signing was going in a good direction. Like, what did you make of that signing?
My bro, I love it, man, my bro, because the thing is, for him to choose us over Newcastle, no? And for us to need a player like that after Eriksen for years, my bro. But yo, my bro, it was just like, it was
breath of fresh air.
Yeah, my bro, because the thing is, even Ange told him, my bro, you don't want, even if he come or not, you're gonna see a different Tottenham. And for that man to still choose us, my bro, I think that man is just a top player, my bro. But the only thing is his injury, my bro. Like,
that messed up the season.
A whole downfall, my bro, for me was because of him, my bro. Because yo, my bro, that man is just a crucial player for us.
Another signing at the back, Mickey van der Ven.
That is me, my bro. That is me.
When I saw him play against United again, I was like, yo, this guy, he is good and he's very young. And especially Tottenham, that was leaking goals. Like, you know, they were never known for their defense, but they're looking so much solid now. Do you say it's thanks to him or the guy next to him, Romero? Would you say it's the combination, or he just bringing him in lifted everyone up at the back, especially?
My bro, I think it's not only him. I think we had two new. Okay, you can say Poro was there, but he wasn't a starter. So I think this is a new backline for us besides now Romero. I think that is why, because I think everyone trusts each other at the back. Like Dyer, he didn't have pace, couldn't play high line, couldn't defend. I don't know why he's there, my bro.
He's been there since the start.
He's been there, my bro, and that's why we've been there at the bottom. But yeah, my bro, I think Romero, I thought he's gonna stop being a crisis, my bro, because obviously I have a partner that can cover for him, man. But then again, he also got a red card. Wow, nah, you got a red. Was Mickey playing?
No, against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Didn't he get injured in that game? He got injured.
Yeah, hamstring injury.
He got injured in that game.
I think that is why Romero is so, because he have teammates that he can't trust, so he have to take a risk, you see. Whereas if you have someone like Mickey van der Ven, you can rely on him to like say his back to play, cover at the back. That's why I think, my bro, like with that partnership, I think it's the best partnership in the league.
Do you think so?
I think so, my bro. Someone that is a leader, someone that can tackle, and then you get someone that can cover for him and have pace and he can do everything, my bro.
I forgot to ask this with the previous topic of the Harry Kane situation. Now it is gone, how is going to replace the goals? Do you think it's in the squad? Do you think someone can replace that 30 goals within the squad? Or do you just need to go out and like spend that money that you got for Kane? And who do you think the ideal person would be? Obviously the obvious thing to say now is Son. We look at Son. Do you think Son is that guy to get that 30 plus goals? Be honest opinion.
Not actually. Maybe like this season I was saying about 15 to 20, but
to replace Kane is.
I don't think we will make top 4 without a striker, my bro.
You don't think we'll make top 4 this season?
Nah, I think we will, no. But like for me that is not enough, my bro.
You can't say win a trophy because you know.
Nah, bro. I just think, my bro, like if Madison isn't back, my bro, like if that man isn't back, Van der Ven, I think we can still handle our injuries. Like you saw last night, guys. We dominated West Ham the first half, my bro. That's why, my bro, if we had Madison last night, my bro, we scoring 5-6 goals.
But the goals you conceded was Mickey Mouse clown goals. Especially that second goal of what was the Ward-Prowse. Like,
Who is that? Yo, my bro, it's funny, my bro.
That was a bizarre goal.
That's
yeah.
why, my bro, I think without Madison, my bro, I think no top 4, my bro. Even if we have a solid defense, yeah, I think even if we have a solid defense, no top 4. We lack goals, my bro, we lack finishing and without Kane now, it's why.
What did I now say? Now, who do you think out there could just bring in to fill that gap? Obviously not immediately 30 goals, but slowly come there to like become a 30 goal striker. Because to be honest, I do not see Richarlison being that guy.
That is that guy, my bro.
He was Everton quality. I don't think he was ever top 4 quality. So who's your ideal person to replace Kane that would fit the way you play and all that? Who do you think is that guy? Be like realistic and honest.
Like from some other team. Yeah, I would, I'll maybe take Ivan Toney, my bro. That man, but for me now, most of his goals I saw was penalties, my bro. So I'm not so like, I forgot how he played, my bro. I forgot how he played.
He's only back January after his whole.
And I'll take him, my bro, because he's his home ground.
English, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he's 24, 23, I think. I don't know how old is he, my bro. He look young. But yeah, I'll take Ivan Toney, my bro. I think that man can have about 20 goals in him. What penalties? Son got 22, 23 without penalties, my bro. So if Son can play like that, Ivan Toney can play like that, we get top 4 easily.
So what are your goals and expectations for this season? Like, what do you expect to happen? Obviously, Ange started now very well. He won the manager of the month for the first 2 months. I don't know if I've ever seen something like that. He started very well.
Isn't it 3 months?
Was it in the 3rd month? November was the 3rd month the Prem started.
Nah, it was 3 months.
I can't remember.
Okay.
But the wheels look like it's falling a small little off now. The cracks are starting to show. Like, what are your goals and expectations? Because as of recording, we now last 5 games, 4 losers, 1 draw. They draws to City and 4 losers. What is your expectations for the season going ahead now? Like, where do you think you are going to finish? What do you think is going to happen?
Like, you see what me, man. When you now said 4 losses, 1 draw. My bro, that 1 draw came against one of the strongest teams, bro. Okay, you cannot say the strongest, but not the most in form, obviously, but the strongest. And we played on their home, bro. So for us to draw against them and lose the other 4, it just shows that we are playing quiet, bro. It's just we're not killing the game, bro. When we're supposed to, we're not having discipline. We lack discipline, bro. The players, because I think they're also young. Like, we have a whole new squad now. Not a whole new squad, but
a younger squad.
Yeah, a younger squad. So, my bro, I think for me, my bro, if I cup at top 4, my bro, I'll be happy with the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've come to the end. So I always do this at the end, like give like a wild prediction what you think is gonna happen. I said in my last video that I think Villa or Brighton is gonna challenge for top 4. And as of recording, Villa are currently 3rd in the Prem. So my prediction look like it's on point. What is your prediction? You could say like maybe a player is gonna do good. Maybe a team's gonna get relegated. They're not gonna do this good. Like any wild prediction. Don't go safe. Go like wild. Anything.
I think we bro. Now this is gonna look bad, no? Like I'm delusional, bro.
No, but it's a prediction.
Honestly, bro, I think if Arsenal fall down, bro, and Liverpool fall down, I think we'll have a chance, bro.
You also think
of winning the league?
They are looking like a very top team.
My bro, 2 shots against Villa, my bro, for City, and my bro both came at the same time, and after that, like in the first few minutes of the game, after that they didn't have shots, they didn't have corners, my bro. So I think we'll have a chance of winning the league, my bro. If Arsenal, City, and Liverpool don't have it, that form, that consistency.
So yeah, guys, we've come to the end. Thank you very much, Nadir, for joining us
I mean,
today. I
no
hope you
problem,
enjoyed it. I definitely
I
enjoyed
did.
speaking to you. Yeah, guys, make sure you like and subscribe and let me know if you would like more like this. Yeah, peace you out.